File photo, a morning commuter uses his smartphone. Photo, Alexander F. Ewan, AP, London. Reverend Graham Sawyer has been a victim of stalking, so he can speak from personal experience when he complains that authorities in England and Wales aren't doing enough to stop the growing problem. "It's horrendous because people do not understand the crime of stalking," Sawyer said. "It's covered in mystery and it's also a bit embarrassing. The victim doesn't realize they are being stalked until it's advanced." Stalking has been a crime in England and Wales since 2012. Yet many victims complain they are not being taken seriously by authorities. Victims reported nearly 250,000 cases of stalking or harassment in the 12 months through June, a 36% increase from the same 2016 period, according to the most recent data from the Office for National Statistics. Statisticians said most of the rise reflects improved record keeping, but more frequent harassment is also a factor. Former victim Sawyer, who preaches at a church in Burnley in northern England, said he was stalked by a churchgoer from early 2014 after providing the woman pastoral support following the death of her husband. He reported hundreds of emails and calls to the police, but they failed to act for more than a year. His ordeal ended after the woman was given a warning from the Lancashire police in December 2015, and she finally stopped stalking him. More, ex-NBA star Ray Allen tells court he was catfished in stalking case. More, man who didn't get teaching job accused of sending dead animals to school. Others also are speaking out for police to take greater steps to stop the crime. Last year, anti-stalking charities attributed a sharp increase in the number of victims coming forward to singer Lily Allen, who spoke about her own 7-year stalking ordeal. A government report on the problem this past summer said stalking was often misunderstood by police and prosecutors, who charged them with other offenses, especially harassment. Graham Sawyer, a priest, was stalked by a churchgoer. Photo, courtesy of Graham Sawyer. Stalking is a terrible form of abuse that can have a devastating effect on its victims, which is why this government is working to protect victims and stop perpetrators at the earliest opportunity, Britain's Home Office said in a statement on Thursday. It said the maximum sentences for stalking and harassment were raised from 5 to 10 years this year. More, cops, Flo man hid under neighbor girl's bed, wrote her creepy note. In the United States, California introduced the world's first anti-stalking law in 1990 after 5 women, including actress Rebecca Schaffer, were killed by stalkers. Anti-stalking laws are now in place in all U.S. states. Victoria Charleston of Susie Lamplugh Trust, a British charity that helps victims, said its national stalking helpline aided 4,500 people in 2017. Police in Louisiana have arrested a 21-year-old man on stalking, domestic abuse and theft charges after allegedly discovering he had been secretly living in the attic of his ex-girlfriend's home. "We hear from them, the callers, that often stalking isn't taken seriously by the police and their concerns around the impact of emails and social media aren't taken into account," she said.